Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anil Terodia. My day is 221-106-0030. I will tell you about seeing the doctor. First things I will tell you is definition, purpose, keywords, and useful expression. So the first one is definition. A doctor is a person who is skilled in the science of medicine. They have trained and listened to treat sick and injured people and also qualified in medicine. The second one is purpose. People will go to a doctor to consult their healthy life or to find a way to heal their illness. Going to the doctor is not most favorite thing, but it's part of staying healthy. And the next one is keywords. I will tell you some of the keywords, but you can see it complete on the PPT. Temperature. Normal body temperature is about 37 degrees. Thermometer. An instrument of measuring temperature. Fever. If you get a fever, your body temperature is high. Pills. Small pieces of medicine that you swallow without chewing. So the next one is useful expression. I will give you some expression when you go to the doctor, like I've sprained my ankle. I'm a bit sunburned. I'm having trouble breathing. I banged my head. I've got a bruise on my leg. I got stung by a bee. I've got a cut on my fingers. I've got a rash in my arm. I think that's all I can tell. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, my name is Hilmatun Nabila and my ID number T2019 61 and 63. Okay, I'm here. I want to explain the picture and what meaning here. Okay, start from now. Number 1, I have sprained my ankle. The meaning here is saya terkilir pergelangan kaki. Number 2, I have twisted my wrist. Is saya telah memutar pergelangan tangan. Number 3, I hurt my arm. Is aku melukai lenganku. And next, I have got a burn in my left shoulder. Bahu kiri saya sakit. I'm a bit sunburned. Is saya sedikit terbakar sinar matahari. I bent my head. Is aku membenturkan kepalaku. I'm having trouble breathing. Is saya kesulitan bernafas. I have got a cut my finger. Is saya mempunyai luka di jari saya. I have got a bruise on my leg. Is saya mempunyai memar di kaki. My eyes has swollen up. Is mata saya bengkak. I got stung by a bee. Saya disengat lebah. And the last one, I have got a rash on my arm. Is saya mempunyai ruam di lenganku. Okay, next. Here there is a dialogue saying a doctor. The conclusion in the dialogue, if you have any complaint or you feel sick, you can come the doctor and you can say your complaint and what you're sick and where you're sick. Okay, this is from me. Thank you very much for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ahmad Fawaz and my ID number is T2019-6155. Okay, all my friends, in this opportunity, here I'm going to continue for my friend explanation, especially for the 7 group. So in this material, we will talk about a chemist. So let's see for the first slide of PPT. In the first point, that is according to Cambridge Dictionary, a chemist is shop where you can buy medicines, soap, pill, and etc. And according to Indonesia Dictionary, a chemist is a shop where they make undersell medicine based on the doctor prescriptions and also trade medical goods. It also we can say that medicine house. So what we have discussed about a chemist and what we have found in the article, a chemist is a scientist who studies chemistry, right? In England, and also we can say that in England or in the West country, it can also mean a pharmacy. Pharmacy is from pharmacy word. Pharmacist is a person who dispenses medicine that doctor prescribe for a people. So the simple definition of a chemist, it is a person who study or learn the form and properties of substances such as acidity and also density. For example, an example is a chemist is pharmacist, right? Like what I have said just now, a person who's a caption specialist in the science of chemistry. You know chemistry? Chemistry is a study of element, atoms, molecules, and how they react together. So it particular can make a new way to make a medicine like that. A chemist research and test medicines, explosive, and a lot of other things. Like chemistry is important science, so it help industry and pharmacology. Yeah, chemistry, chemists, like what I said just now, are people who study compound and find new ways to do chemical reactions. So they make chemical in order to find new ways to do things like find a medicine, like to make a better glue, or to make a new medicine, or to make thing cleans. For example, they also use compound to find out more about the laws of chemistry itself. So a chemist is investigate the properties of matter, the level of atoms and molecules, right? Maybe that's all from if you have a question about chemist, so a chemist make an medicine. So like what you have a question like what does chemist sell if just only made the medicines? A chemist or a chemist is a shop where drug and medicine are sold off or given out to the people, right? So a chemist can sell medicine. Pharmacist is apotheker and pharmacy is apothec. So a chemist is another word of pharmacist. Pharmacist is what is that? Apotheker. So move on to the next slide. That is talking about useful words that we use on the pharmacy, or chemist, in chemist store, chemist house, medicine house. So we in the slide itself we can find a chemist or pharmacist. I have taught you just now that is a chemist or pharmacist is apotheker, and also cough medicine, cotton bud. You can read by yourself with the picture that we have given in the slide. We can say that we can see sleeping pills, vitamins, or maybe tablets. So for the next slide is about common expressions, yeah, useful expression at the chemist. So that in the third slide of PPT, we can see common expressions. Common expression is kalimat yang biasa kita sampaikan, like that. What you say in a chemist, at the chemist, we can say that if we would like to buy a medicine, we can say, is there a chemist or pharmacy nearby, like that. So when does the chemist open or close? So you can know, you have to know when when is a chemist close or open, like that. So when we have been at the chemist, we can ask to the pharmacist or the chemist something like, is there any medicine for blah? Blah is name, sickness name. For the example, is there any medicine for headache? Headache is sakit kepala, right? And then the other example, the other common expression is about, is there any medicine for it? For it, it's mean for sickness, for our sickness. What you want to buy for a sickness, we can look for in the at the chemist. You can read by yourself in the third slide. We have met 18 common expressions in order you know how to see when you are at the chemist. Maybe only those all from me, and it will be continued by Miss Koni Atuzakia, the last presenter of today's presentations. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thanks for the opportunity given. So here I am Konyatu Zakia. My ID number is T2019-6188. Today my group is talking about seeing a doctor and also at the chemist. My second speaker has already explained to you all about seeing a doctor, either from the vocabularies, common expressions, and also the part of when you are talking to a doctor itself. Then my third speaker has already explained us about the definition of chemist itself, or you can say that in Indonesia is apotek, right? And he has also explained about the vocabularies and what to say at the chemist. Now my chance is going to talk about what you hear and then the example of the dialogue. Okay, sometimes people when they are visiting a chemist, they usually heard about first, the contact lens solution is just over there. Do you have a prescription? I'm sorry, but we haven't got any cotton buds at the moment. You will need a prescription for this. And also, this medicine should help clear it up. Then, this works well on races. You'll need to talk to a doctor about that. And the last is, have you got a prescription for this? So, those kind of sentences are commonly heard by people who are visiting the chemist itself. Go on to the next slide. It's about the dialogue at the chemist. So here, Jenny is at the chemist, and C, chemist, and G is Jenny. Can I help you? Yes, I was looking for some antiseptic cream. You will find some in the next aisle, the one parallel to this one. Okay, great. Another thing, have you got anything for an upset tummy? Yes, this worked quite well. The chemist shows Jen a packet of pills. Okay, I'll take a packet of this then. And have you got any cough medicine? Yes, you'll find the next to the toothpaste, just over there. Okay, thanks very much. And finally, I was just wondering if it's possible to get any antibiotics. I've got a bit of a chest infection exactly. Not without a prescription. You will have to speak to your GP about that. Okay, thanks for your help. Then the next slide, we are going to talk about the glossary. First, constipation. It means that if you have constipation, you have a condition that prevents you temporarily from going to the toilet. And then the second, hay fever, an allergy to pollen, or you can say it a fine powder produced by plants or flowers. The third, sunburn. I really suppose that everyone is commonly heard about this kind of case. Sunburn, you can say it is a red mark on your body where you are burned because you have been in the sun for too long time. And then for the fourth is an upset stomach. It is a kind of a pain of your stomach, often because you have eaten something bad, so that why it produces unsuccessfully. And Gaon is about to clear something up. It means that to cure something or to make an illness or race, etc. go away. Then, a rash is an area of red marks on your skin where your skin is irritated or hurting. Number 7 is a prescription, a note from the doctor with information about the medicine unit. So like what I have given you the dialect above. So prescription is a note from the doctor. Next is an islet. So what is an islet? It is a space between rows of salves that you can long in a soap. Next, cough medicine. Medicine to help you cure a cough or an irritation in your throat. The next is a chest infection, where it is a kind of an infection in the front and upper part of your body. The last is a GP. The last conversation I mentioned about a GP. So a GP is a general practitioner or a doctor who treats all types of illness, not a specialist exactly. Well, the next slide is about the information. So this is very, I hope that this is very helpful for all of you to add your information to enlarge your understanding or comprehension about this topic. So I provide YouTube link. Maybe one day you are going to watch this to add your understanding. Perhaps our explanation doesn't make sense, but when you are watching this video, it makes sense. Then you are more capable to know what is gonna talk, what should we say at the Chinese, and what kind of expression that we should say at the Chinese itself. Well, maybe that's all from me. If I have made many mistakes, I really beg all your pardons. And the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next opportunity, everyone.